But hey, a man got a dream, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you can dream too big. And we're already off. Didn't get anything in the very first chest.
Oh, that's an early metric. I think I see all 3 crystals in the light world. Not sure
Oh,
if there are 5 and 6.
that's usually a good omen. Just on the principle of, I mean, you don't have to worry about. You have to worry about anything like Ped early, or I mean, like that's 3 easy dungeons, so that could lead to a very fast seed. Using burning to get through those guards, using a little bit of magic. And then using the pots to farm a little bit of magic. And try to find that first bomb. I'm at less than pretty bad guard RNG there. Just the way that they were moving. Then into the castle. Okay, let's see what we can find. Obviously, this part of the escape is pretty hard with Berna, just because a lot of people haven't like practiced it, because it's obviously not normal. Berna is not a weapon that you normally use. It's pretty nuanced in that it takes 1/8 of your magic
Just to start it.
Just to start it, but it only takes 1/16 every like 4 hits after that. So if you know what you're doing, you can get hits pretty good, but you kind of want to basically make sure that the enemy that you're trying to hit is moving into you as you cast Burna. You don't really want to follow it across the room because you'll waste up a lot of magic, and you definitely don't want them to be running away from you for the same reason.
Magic consumption looks like pretty safe right now.
Yeah, they can get through escape. They can even maybe farm a little bit in the escape for a bomb.
Early hook shot.
Doesn't open up anything early. It does make movement a lot better, as we can already see in the switch. It also kills the rats in the. Also kills all of the creatures in the basement. So.
Yes. So forming bomb. Sorry.
That is actually pretty important. If somebody didn't know. Even gonna use up his magic to farm these guys. Like you can see there, you definitely want to make sure that you use Burna as you you want to use Burna as they hit you, and then keep it on if you're gonna hit them. Never turn it off if you're trying to kill something, because it's just gonna waste magic, as we saw there.
Scouting stun pack. This 1 rupee as in vanilla. Nothing is going their way farming so far.
Anyway, the ROM settings for this tournament are choose normal difficulty, standard, state, randomized, uncle. And that should get you the results. And then obviously variation none. And that'll dish you everything you need.
So about giving them the good weapon for bombing bombs and giving them bombs right after that.
Well, I mean, 4 bombs is perfectly fine. Oh, I'm gonna take that every time early. It doesn't matter. Again, luckily we don't even need to use Burna at this point. We are good and solid.
So that's Power Glove in the bag of escape. Good thing they got a hook shot for the bomb front and the bomb in the chest, so they don't have to go through all this again for that. That's 4 bomb drop from Bushcrab, and he must and kill it right after one of them.
Well, I mean, when you're in this situation and like you're gonna take all the bombs, you need at least 10 to kind of check everything early.
Early game, yeah, early game you see a hard container, why not?
Exactly, yeah, it's super useful. No matter what your situation is. Let's see if we can find anything in Blind Sut today.
Usually they have something.
Usually.
Sword, silver, and 300 for bottle vendor.
And yeah, we're doing pretty well with items here. Hook shot and glove will actually give them access to East Death Mountain, which is pretty major. And the hammer! Oh boy, we're doing an early trip to Death Mountain, methinks.
Yup. And Moon Pearl away from Dark World SS.
Yeah, let's see if we can find anything in these last few. Otherwise, I think Death Mountain might be the best place to go. Oh, a shovel! Oh! Never mind. You know what? I'd actually walk to the shovel and then go and then just walk to South Shore with the glove. It would actually be faster than save and quit it in this case.
Yup.
But not everybody will know those like little things. It's probably like a second at most.
Mm. 10 arrow on the library, and no one wants that.
So we have one runner going straight to it and one runner checking. Let's see who pays off here. And it is Freddeh. William's gonna pick up the bombs anyway. May as well. You're already there.
Yeah, bombs are always useful, especially coming out mini modern cave. You can hookshot them, but good luck doing that.
I mean, it's definitely better to do hookshot.
Yeah, those mini modern just jukes everything. So hookshot is the lead, at least has the lowest cooldown.
They have a lot of options here. It looks like Liam's gonna walk there. No, you can't hover over the bridge on Death Mountain. It doesn't. I don't know the specifics on it, but when you hit it, you jump down it. Like you don't. So it's so that you don't just like walk off it by accident.
Yeah, there's a ledge jumping animation. I've seen it a few times try to dash there.
Both runners get in the one cycle in this dam. And both grabbing the 20 because of how close they are.
I have no doubt we'll see a fake flavor if they found the Moon Pearl here, or the boots.
Even without, I could see them doing it. Alright, let's see what is an ice rock cave. Both of them are doing it, so that's good for both runners. It means that nobody's gonna get screwed if this is an important item. Although walking up here can be pretty difficult. These guys deal 2 hearts of damage. Freddeh grabbing that 20, so he'll have enough money to go if he wants.
Yep. He didn't scout the stone price because he's only 1 rupee short, and he can the one time that green rupee is actually useful. Jumping down to scout the Lake Hylia, I believe we saw a red boomerang.
Well, red boomerang is pretty useless, so that's fine. Both winners doing Eastern instead of Zora, which is in logic. So, Alan, well, you could have fake flippered there. Just can't do the water walk. More money and ice rod. I'm gonna guess pearls probably on catfish. But either way, once they get pearl, they are going to have so many options, and they can also find the lamp. That's why I think Sequence Break into Death Mountain's the best play. Just because it's a quick Sequence Break, it gives access to all of Light World Death Mountain, and it'll give you a lot of information. If you find the lamp up there, you know the flute is down in the bottom part of Light World or in Dark World. If the lamp is up there, then you know. Sorry, if the flute's up there, then you know that the lamp is down and probably early accessible.
By early accessible, I think it's only down to Eastern, like Agina's Cave or Zora left. So we still only has one chest left in Eastern that's not limb locked, but I can see them full clearing the dungeon other than almost night.
Which might result in an item full clear, but we'll see. And into the dark room we go. Choose the sequence break. So if they weren't wanting a sequence break, why would they come here? Both runners should I start cave. It was nothing. Iki doesn't really have that much right now.
Both goes through the big key chest, docking relatively fast with less sword.
Freddeh again to the damage boost, finds the big key, gonna have to walk all the way around. Liam having a little bit more trouble, but it doesn't really matter that much. He's not going to the boss after this. And Bombos, interestingly enough.
Yep, while a lot of fire doesn't give you any light.
I still think that Death Mountain, I mean, if they are going to do Death Mountain eventually anyway, and they should have done it first, it's probably where progression is. I'm thinking that Agina could have Cape. Oh, it's like Liam is going to Agina. He does not want a sequence break. Or he's going to Zora. One of the two. And it is faster to go to Zora from here than it is to go the normal way. Walk in, there is quite a trek. But Freddeh is going for the value play, most items. I think if you're going to secret sprite this anyway, the better play in this case, just time-wise, was doing this first.
That gave you a clue what you could find here on Zora.
Yeah.
Had a little trouble sitting up, but got a fake vapor. Now he just needs to not get hit.
Oh.
Dead rocks.
And there is the Sanctuary Heart. You actually don't want to be against it. You want to be a pixel higher than he is. There he goes.
There's our first bottle.
And he's gonna run and get it. Okay, and continuing on, we'll see if Zora has something. It's either Zora or Agina.
I blinked on the Zora list. Did you see that?
Sorry?
I blinked out. I didn't check the Zora list. Did you see what that is?
I didn't see what it was either. Liam might not have even seen what it was. I don't think he went far enough to check. There it is! The Moon Pearl is on Zora! I still think where Freddeh is fine, because he's going to be able to knock out a Crystal Dungeon while up here. And he might find more stuff that makes... Like, so he's going to find 10-ish items up here, including Hera and everything else. Now, if these things are things like a better sword, or boots, or in this case, Samaria, Master Sword, Titan's Mitts, these things that he's just sequence broken, wow, Blue Mail, all of these are crazy.
Yep.
Wow, that is huge. Oh boy.
Well, while huge, none of this gives immediate advantage. So we'll see if that ends up helping him or hurting him.
Okay, well, no, I mean, this can only help him. That is a huge amount of progression.
It totally is. And we have a long matchup with everything of interest in the Dark World. 5 and 6 is Powered and Thieves Town, and the pendants, normal pendants are Turtle Rock and Mystery Mire, and green pendant I think is in Swamp.
Oh, interesting. Flippers might not be required for this seed. Wow, these are some crazy crystals. And now with Turtle Rock being a pendant, being up here this early, skipping this Dark World stuff is actually totally fine. Before I was worried if that was a crystal TR, that could be really bad actually. Because he'll definitely have to come in here. He may never have to come back up here for items until Ganon. And if he does, it's just for TR, and I mean, not having an extra sword, not having blue mail, not having Tamari is not required. He should try to remember that. That he found Tamari as a sequence break. He could also do Super Bunny Cave out of sequence too. Double up on the sequence break while he's here.
Yep.
I think that would actually be a really good play once he's done Hera.
Yeah, at first Spiral Cave, he can just go into Dark Road and do Super Bunny Cave as actually using the Super Bunny glitch.
Yeah, for once, they used to be way more common, I feel. Just getting up there and like not having move. I don't know, but that's probably just bias. I feel like in the fall tournament that happened a lot. Maybe that's an open thing. Maybe it'll happen more in the next fall tournament.
We find another also useful medallion in Hera. That's Ether. I have a feeling that they don't want to see medallions as of right now because of the pendants.
Yeah, actually, I mean he should try to remember if he doesn't find the lamp to just never go to Meyer or Turtle Rock. Because progression probably, well, I guess it could be in the first part, but yeah, this is very interesting for them. That's just a 20, so that's a crystal down. Let's see if he does the sequence break, double sequence breaking. Other than the sequence break, though, the items he got up here aren't going to lead him astray, aren't going to send him to another location. He'll probably be headed to Zora ASAP. So.
Yep. So that doesn't really unlock
anything. He is. He's going. He's going to go to Spiral Cave. We'll see if he does Super Bunny Cave. It's just I feel like I don't see that at all anymore. So I don't even know if people remember that they can do it. So here's Spiral Cave. And then the moment of truth. Will we see the actual Super Bunny Cave? Also, Titans just saves a lot of time. Like Titan saves like a minute just going to Dark World. Freddeh's gonna be able to route Dark World a lot more efficiently than Liam did.
Yep. Especially this portal Liam just take.
Yeah, that portal, like I said, that one alone saves a minute. Let alone not having. Oh, he hasn't.
Oh. Looks like a Gina's cave check first. Beautiful bomb jump, got reward with more bombs.
Freddeh's doing Adina first, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 which Agina or Zora have it in Freddeh's mind.
Okay. Bombosing in that room is totally acceptable. You just don't want to deal with them. Freddeh's gonna walk the north way? Yeah, he is. We're gonna see the walk. I'm pretty sure this is slower. But, you know, it's up to the runner. Yeah, Liam is going into the woods. And probably out of the woods soon.
Yeah, he checked all the chests in the front.
Gonna check Pumper Cave.
Nope, straight to village of Outcast.
Yeah, just doing a casual walk. I'm not really sure which is faster. I guess if you're not super comfortable with Fate Flipper, you can waste a lot of time just doing it. So he's also probably realized, oh yeah, this is 100%. So like, he's not doing Hobo because he knows that this is Moon Pearl or something that leads to the Moon Pearl. 100%.
Yep,
we may never see the. Oh, come on! I want to. Oh, it's just rupees. So, yeah, flippers might not be required at all for this run. They already have bomb. Oh, there's the flippers. I was about to say. It's required technically for Ice Palace, but you can skip it. So, if like flippers were in like deep in TR by Fake Flipper and into Ice, you save a lot of time. Freddeh will actually have access to Ice the moment, access to and completable Ice Palace the moment he gets this Moon Pearl.
Yup. I doubt he'll do that, so.
No, very much doubt it, but he could, and that would be funny and interesting. So, oh, I didn't get it. So we're gonna see Thieves Town here. Pretty normal early check. With Fighter's Sword, you actually will run into some issues here. These enemies are pretty tough. I think the red guys take 4 Fighter Sword slashes.
But you can just stun them with your hook shot. Don't need to kill them.
And Freddeh is going to walk probably all the way around. I wonder if he's going to do a world tour with the Smith.
I think you must doubt it because he might want to enter Thieves Town as well, and you can do that. You cannot do that with the Smith.
Right, but he may also just want to hit all the overworld since he has all these items. But he also might not want to might not want to double sequence rate. Like, he might not want to push these gloves any further. Like, so he might just use the gloves for better overworld access, essentially. Okay, and we're gonna keep going diddy, and there is a heart.
Burma strat on the critters are very nice because one hit from them will kill you. That'd be 2 hearts on green mail.
But they actually die to a hookshot because they are the Dark World equivalent of the snakes in Escape. In fact, back in Entrance Shuffle, if Escape is in Dark World, if you get to Escape, yeah, if Escape is in Dark World, those rats in the sewers deal 2 hearts of damage. It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, sounds terrifying.
Well, looks like he's gonna do. Looks like he's gonna do this first. That's like probably the more reasonable play than doing all of the overworld. Oh, there's the book. Whoa, that's desert access for us.
Yep.
We don't have a light source though, so I wouldn't go to desert just yet. I'd try to find the fire rod or the lamp. We need something to light them torches. He's done 3 HP and uses magic to get here. So he'll be able to get a few hits in with his... Oh, he's too close. I think he's going to get hit by blind here. Oh, nope. Yeah, so you can still do the scripted fight. It's just much harder. He's going to have to play this really safely. And there's that 1/16th that we were talking about earlier. Or sorry, 1/8 usage. It's the same as a fire rod shot to start it up, but then it's a lamp. It's around the lamp usage, honestly. If you were to mash lamp, you'd probably deplete magic about as fast as Freddeh does. Now he's got more health, so it should be fine.
Right. A blind is going to be way harder to hit coming from below.
Yeah, somewhat. You won't be able to combo him. You'll have to do the fight basically the way you intended. Now, if you really wanted to farm up parts, he could hookshot these hearts as well.
Yep. There's a chance you get 2 for the price of 1 if you hookshot those hearts.
Little underknown mechanic of the game a bit. Freddeh also using his hook.
Oh.
Unfortunate death. He's actually going to abandon it for now. He's going to wait till he's better equipment or more magic. Not a bad idea. They could actually never find the flute, interestingly enough. Or the mirror. Mirror's not required, now that they have the book. So flute and mirror are now off the table for required items.
Yep.
So that's... And then ice rod's off the table. They have it, but it's off the table for being actually needed. And no, ice rod does not mean that Turtle Rock is haha required. It's literally only blocks the item on Chinex, people. It's not a sign to go to Turtle Rock. I see so many people say that, and it bothers me. So I want to get out my rage at that real quick.
So where do you think Liam's going to find his Death Mountain access?
Well, we have the flippers. That could mean that the next progression is actually in Waterfall Cave. Because we know...
Or the... Sorry, keep on.
Mirror, if we find Mirror... Oh yeah, Pod could have progression in it. Mirror would open up Swamp Palace. That's probably not what they want to find. They actually want to never find the Mirror in this run. Because the Mirror opens up just so many bad spots to find. I don't know where Liam is going. He might be using that book. He might be going to desert. I think he's going to desert.
The book doesn't really unlock anything other than desert, so...
Yeah?
If you want to stay in sequence, desert is likely your only choice.
Pretty much, other than Pod. So...
Freddeh looks like having a much better fun fight.
Oh, that's a... Oh, man.
Oh, that's huge.
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay.
Well, first off, everything is back in sequence, and two, Dion wants to find the flute here.
So everything, yeah, like you said, everything is back in sequence. That is huge. I wonder now, is he going to do the stuff he can do with his Titans now that it's in sequence? He is. He's going to do Hammer. He's going to do the, he's going to hand in the 2 parts of the fetch, of the not fetch quest, but tour quest. Oh boy. And that means that if this is not boot slot Desert, Freddeh, when he goes there, he's going to be able to complete it.
Yep. Well, on side note, on Desert we saw another sword, so let's go and be Timber for Freddeh when he goes there.
What spam? Respecting the NMG meme.
Looks like it's a non-boot slot desert, so Freddeh will be able to full clear this.
This is this is no glitches logic. If it was the best way to tell, if it's overworld logic, or sorry, overworld glitches logic, then they would have the boots, because the boots are the first time you get. I think you start with the boots now. I didn't think that they're randomized in. You just have them.
Leon skipping a torch and a big chest. He might be... Yeah, he's saving quitting.
Well, there's another sword. That's pretty bad for Liam, because again, Freddeh has... Oh, man.
Yeah, if Leon wants to... but yes, Leon has a chance, he will need to find the flute real quick to go to Death Mountain to get all his... to get especially the mids.
We already know what was that hobo. Okay, let's see where... Freddeh's gonna go to ice instead of to desert. which is fine because he doesn't have boots, so he probably just wants to find boots instead. Pod could have bow in it, which would be the best thing for Liam. Freddeh, though, again, significantly ahead. That blind death did put him behind. And then not going to do it.
I mean, he already died twice on it. I can understand not wanting to bash your head on it, but it happened to just has the lamp.
Okay, and Freddeh attempting to bomb jump here.
Made it through. Meanwhile, Leon found 4 small keys on from the pod already. So looks like both side is not yet required, and he can't access light just yet. He doesn't even have a potion to do the glitch.
Hey, Liam is now doing these dark rooms, which, I mean, considering he hasn't gone to Death Mountain, it's kind of interesting that he's doing these dark rooms. But different practice with different rooms. Going that way in the Old Man Cave is actually a little bit harder than going from the start and just doing that one half of it. The first half can be a little bit tricky if you're not used to it.
Looks like he's doing the dark maze as well. Hope we can see what he found here.
He is finding his way through the dark maze, so it's not actually too hard once you learn it. I don't even need the map for it anymore. It just kind of, you eventually kind of feel it out. You realize that wasting a little bit of time, you know, to get through it can help. Like, for example, just you want to go all the way down here, clink, and then find the way out like he did right now, and now he should be there very shortly. The fire rod, oh, chat, it was just money. You could hear it clink. He doesn't have the bit key, I don't think, so you didn't check the bit key chest. Bit key is on the right side.
Yep, let's bollock big key. We also got another item in the dark basement that I didn't see anything going up, so
Okay, and now Freddeh is just in bombs. I don't know if that was his last item.
Yep,
We're gonna
let's
see Liam. It looks like Liam's gonna go attempt blind again. That will help him out greatly.
And yeah, that was the last item. We have Cape, Big 20, and those bombs here in Ice Palace.
I believe. Did we find the boots? Did we find out if I forgot if it's boots locked actually?
I
had a pretty long day. It's not boots locked. Oh. So just bow and fire rod to go. And we know where most of the items are. They're pretty much all on Death Mountain. That cane makes me think that something's in Turtle Rock. But I wouldn't do that with. I want to not do that without fire rod, right? Like just.
Yep.
Also, using Bombos to now he's got to do a very difficult fight in Cold Stare here.
On the other hand, though, Turtle Rock without fire rod can be a really quick lockout. But it can also send you straight to Laser Bridge. Beautiful fight from Freddeh.
Okay, and he should get through this fight fairly easily. He's even going to use the cane here, and there he goes. Okay, it looks like he's going to do Dark Death Mountain here, which is the best play he has.
Meanwhile, Liam is coming out for Death Mountain, both Light Road and Dark Road. He doesn't know he can do Dark Road yet, but he will be able. Let's see what he could have gotten if he did a Super Bunny glitch.
Yeah, 1 hour in, nobody has a pendant yet. We only have 3 crystals, but that's just the way that this seed is. The lack of bow and fire rod is kind of locking them out.
Rumble check has not been checked yet. Is in chat.
No. I would go into Turtle Rock. That's what he's doing. It makes the most sense.
Yep. Looks like he's not. He's going to Spike Cave. Also makes sense.
Okay, and Freddeh peacing out because he can't do anything more there.
No, when Leon was in desert, he only checked one item. He didn't see what's on the torch, and while he has the big key, he didn't open the big chest. So there are still one item and large layers.
It's interesting. Wonder where Freddie's gonna go next. He has the key, but I don't think he's checked that spot yet. He might grab the chest just because it's an item he can grab. If he does that, I hope to a lot of things. Oh, he's bombing the Titan's chest, I think. Yeah.
Just bombing everything. Yeah, dying to point twice and getting a lamp finally beating and finding all these values in Death Mountain, it's reasonable to think you are behind and be frustrated. Oh, here's an location a friend that didn't check who is up here on Death Mountain. Oh, this could be huge. This could be huge.
Okay.
So when Freddeh first come to Death Mountain, he didn't have the book. When he come here the second time for Dark World, he didn't have the mirror. So leaving Ether Tablet alone is very reasonable, but he had the mushroom.
Well, I mean, if that leads to Fire Rod, this is actually gonna put as of now, he's pretty much tied.
He had Ice Pass in hand. We'll see if that full clear is required here on Bumper Cave. And no, it's not required. So that's a potentially go mode dungeon for Leon.
Finds his ether. That mushroom could actually be huge. If that mushroom leads to something, this is pretty bad. I mean, it is pretty much tied, honestly. If I'm being serious here, Liam is behind, obviously, dungeon wise. But if that mushroom leads to something, that shoots him ahead. Like, if that's Bo and Bo leads to Fire Rod, Freddeh is doing literally everything else until he does it. Like, that's the last thing he does, I think.
And that could have been a fake powder for Leon as well. So we'll see if he does that. up to Spiral Cave instead of Spike Cave. We know both has nothing.
Checking everything. I like it. Taking the chest for the world tour, that's a new one. I mean, if you don't have boots, you may as well. It doesn't slow you down or anything.
Meanwhile, Liam has completely wiped out the Light Death Mountain. Is going to go to Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, he's gonna find not much value here, unfortunately. Actually, since we don't know, since the chat doesn't know, or our chat doesn't know, did Freddeh not... Oh, he does have a mirror to go back to... Oh, man. Going to Turtle Rock is rough without the mirror. I forgot.
Yep, you have to take that one portal, or you cannot open it with the medallion. I totally
This actually works really well routing-wise for Freddeh. Oh, there's another bottle.
Looks like Freddeh is following up, also doing the pot play right now.
Yeah. Seems like the right option. I thought for sure he was going to go to Desert. But he must be worried about the boots then.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. But also, it's Crystal, so maybe check anyway. I don't know. He must also be thinking he hasn't found it. Oh, this could be big, actually. Also, Fluteless Mushroom Turn-In is the worst feeling item get in the entire galaxy. Also, he's not going to Death Mountain. He really doesn't like to do part of dungeons. It's working out. Oh, excuse me, chat. It's working out for him.
This looks like also an Ice Pirates play.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go to Swamp. Oh, Liam going to Swamp? To Ice. Can I use him up on crystals a bit? Hey, there's our fourth sword? Third sword.
Oh. No, that's the same sword.
I don't know if Liam got that sword, so I think that's sword number 4. Because sword number 3 for Liam was technically he got a sword in Pod.
Did he? I think he got sword on the Paradise Cave, like Freddeh, when he's up there.
Oh, maybe I can't. No, that was his third sword.
Liam has been to Desert and picked up the sword on ledge. So we'll see real soon what item Leon missed out here on desert.
Missed. Oh no. I hate it when that happens. When you think you got the angle right. And this is where Freddie's like, oh, okay, good. Actually, I guess he raised the big key, so he knew that. So that's good. Oh. Yeah. He found the small key and then got the big key. And now he knows that it's not locked. And he knows that there's not an item there. So.
Yep.
So one more item on Lambo.
Indeed. That works out nicely for Liam. When he comes back here, he will go straight to Lab Molus and not miss out any item. Ice physics without boots is also a pain.
Alien's gonna continue moving through ice. Gotta do this here. He'll actually have tempered, so he's gonna have an easier time at ice. Right now, they really are just one dungeon apart. Really.
Yep.
And Liam's return is gonna be much faster. This scene honestly could be bootsless, mirrorless, fluteless, which is probably the slowest possible save you can get. And there's 3 bombs. Using the ice rod to make this fight go a little bit faster is very interesting, because that is a thing.
I mean, if you're not close enough for slash, might as well use the ice rod.
It might be the slowest projectile I could think of, but...
So what are Freddeh's options right now? Looks like he's doing pot. After that, I don't think he has much more options left.
Okay, so we're gonna see Freddeh go to pod, but there ain't anything there unless he has a potion. I can't remember. If he has a potion, you can check what's locked. If it's fire rod, that's very interesting information.
I think he does have a potion. He got one on Spectacle Rock. That's blue potion in the bottle.
Okay, then that's good.
Oh, miss the spin to keep the eyeballs pops together.
And Cole stared down very quickly, obviously, thanks to the power.
Powerful temper. Going left might be the sticky chat. I think along with potential fake powder.
That would be interesting. Yeah, fake powder makes sense.
Yep, burning through his magic right now.
Yeah, fake powder. I mean, you may as well in this situation, just because you don't know where the powder is. You'd rather not find out that it was actually required, but also on pedestal. Okay, what is it? It is absolutely nothing.
Well, he's got to check secret right next to it, so
I
really
am
convenient.
Jack's complete lack of shock.
Checking the bumper ledge because got a cape from Ice Palace. Or is he? Oh no, he's not doing the blacksmith.
Freddeh is probably gonna go. Oh, he might actually go to Death Mountain. I don't know. He's going up this way because he has to. There's no mirror. But is he gonna go to Turtle Rock? Because if he does, he can't get Ether. But Fire Rock can actually be in Turtle Rock, either in the first chest or on Laser Bridge, or I mean, actually anywhere in between. But with a very specific layout of keys.
Yep.
He also if he's really thinking, because he might have put that book in the back of his mind, just because Ether is like out of the way. He might go to Ether first, but he might not. So I'm not sure. But we'll see here. Nope. The items that we're currently looking for is just oh, he is gonna go there, so he's gonna find that mushroom. The only items that we need right now is Fire Rod and the bow, which don't lock too much behind them in this particular seed because we have the lamp early.
Yep.
We can actually reach the boss in theory, but we wouldn't be able to kill him. Because we need the fire rod. So sometimes the fire rod's on Laser Bridge, and then you need to go to the start of the dungeon again
To get a big key.
to get the big key. To get, I've seen
no,
that happen before.
I think it's to get another small key because the big key.
Oh yeah,
Laser
sorry,
Bridge
no,
is behind big key.
Yep. You're right. It's another
No,
small key.
I got it wrong first. I got it wrong first.
No, but I also thought I was also thinking big key. In my head, you just said it as well.
Looks like he's doing the total rush dip. Moment of truth about what's in Turtle Rock. So if this first chest is not a small key, we're already locked out of Turtle Rock. Going deeper.
Hey, he's going up. Yeah, this is gonna be that. This is gonna be the Turtle Rock. Please, fire rod on Laser Bridge. I haven't seen it myself personally. I've only heard of the horror.
So this key chest also needs a small key to go progress further. Oh no! Oh no!
Aliens are returning this as well. We did find the mirror, so we're going to swap. Probably, most likely, I would.
You think that he want to check out his mushroom first? Let's see if that's the answer we're looking for.
Mirror there is actually the worst in this seed. Yeah.
So another big 20 from the mushroom, so Leon has to go get a mirror because I don't think he has any other options left after the mushroom. Looks like all the South Grove mirror location and potentially Bumble's tablet before Swamp Palace from Freddeh.
Bombos tablet could have something. The mirror isn't the worst find. It does obviously open up Swamp, which is a lot of items. It's six items. The flute is the one where it's like, oh well, if we find the fire rod first, I think it's a pedestal.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if it wasn't. And honestly, I mean, Liam is not far behind at this point, because they're just gonna have to keep checking. It depends on when he goes to rock, but there really isn't much else you can check, so.
I mean, if they find fire rod first, they can check the pedestal relatively easily. I guess that's some sort of redemption.
Okay.
Liam looks finally going to turn the mushroom for the bad news, while Freddeh is entering Swamp Pass. Second moment of truth.
Yeah, I wonder. Like, there's got to be something here, but it's really gonna change if we find the flute. Oh my gosh! And then Meyer has the fire rod. Bless these runners, because they might not want to play this game for a while after this. Nope. He knows we knew that was just a 20, and he's just like, Turtle Rock? Yeah, he's going to Turtle Rock too. He realized it. Ooh, boy.
So the main area of Swamp, the T to left side first. I imagine so. You really don't want to miss anything here, especially it's one of your last options. Nice picky though. Well, let's say left side has 2 items because let's map and Canvas and Vicky on the first 3.
Wow, that's actually... I haven't seen that before.
So while they are tracing Lime is tracing Freddeh's path into Turtle Rock, and Freddeh is doing the left side flooding. If you like what you are seeing here, the suffering you're seeing here, a reminder to give both runners a follow.
Yep. And then also don't forget to follow ALTTP Randomizer, as well as 2 through 4. Same thing, you are on speed gaming right now. Just add numbers 2 through 6 on these channels, and you'll find 6 active speed gaming channels. 6 not as much, at least until some of the technical difficulties are all sorted out. But things are definitely going a lot smoother on speed gaming. Lots of more volunteers. And honestly, if you would like to volunteer in any way, shape, or form on speed gaming, please do. There's a way to do that. I don't remember if there's a command for that, but... And there's that mirror.
And the Rage Slash.
Now, here's the moment of truth. Nope. Well, there's a lot of moment of truth in this dungeon. Oh, there's another shield. That's nice. Yeah, Swamp Palace is 6. It's not the. It's tied for the most items tied to a dungeon with Turtle Rock, where Turtle Rock technically has 5 inside of it, but with the mirror you have access to the 6th.
Yep, but with Green Pendant here, we have 7 here in Swamp.
Yeah, so Swamp plays out, but yeah, it's 100% 6. You might hear joking 4 just because nobody checks left side or something, but left side can be pretty important when you're looking for 2 more items. I think both these runners wanted to dive Turtle Rock the first time they're up, but the items where they were and when they got them, what locked what, etc. was pretty tough to do in one trip.
Yeah. Especially after you jump down from Spiral Cave, you wouldn't remember you need to use the top portal for Turtle Rock. Here's your Fire Rod.
Okay, that is the one that you really didn't want to see. But at least it lets us complete some more dungeons. Oh, well, okay, so again, it's the flute. The flute's the big one. If we find flute, it's ped time, boys. We're gonna find out what ped is after this dungeon, I'm thinking. I think we're gonna see Skullwoods.
Yep. I 100% will go to Skullwoods next.
This might have been the most required double dip of the whole time for TR. Well, you don't know if we have to double dip it yet. Oh! Oh, we're in go mode! Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa, that was unexpected. Go mode drops from the sky onto Freddeh. Whoa! These runners are really close right now, actually.
Yep. Focus apart.
If Liam skips left side, which I wouldn't recommend, if he skips left side, whoa, that's crazy. Wow. And with big key and small key on right side, Freddie's gonna have a fast pod here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he hasn't actually been to pod yet. Wow, that was insane. Okay, so it was not a double dip required. They're just a dungeon apart right now. That is easily catch upable. Again, it depends on what. Oh, there's always big key on torch. I doubt it. 1 in 22. It's very rare. But yeah, let's see.
I think Freddeh went to pod before Turtle Rock, so anyhow, he has all the small keys he needs from the first part. Straight to right side and a big key.
Considering like 12 hours ago I commentated a race where somebody looked this far behind, made one good decision in GT, and suddenly was like and then won. Like I'm not trying to count either of these guys out yet. This is not an insurmountable lead, especially if Liam goes right side. Or sorry, it's not right side, but you know what I mean, like down instead of left. And he might lots of people do and then come back, but he's not, so he's gonna have to go through the whole dungeon.
I mean, knowing there are 2 items on the left so early makes you want to do left side. One less throw from the seed.
Both runners have already checked Sahasrara. They did it way earlier, like an hour ago when they were at Eastern, so they didn't need to check that. Hey, half magic. Good thing there was a key in the left side chest, because now we won't have to hunt for another. Oh, he was here! For some reason I thought he wasn't. Okay. There's his big key. So Boots is the other big question. I doubt it, though.
Yeah. I mean, it could be on there, but the Boots can still be in GT, just right next to it.
Getting through the total room just fine.
Yeah. As far as the remaining dungeons goes, there's not going to be any difference from both sides because they've done the same thing in these dungeons. Eastern, full cleared. Part, everything but right hand side, and Skullwood's front half cleared. So nothing is going to be different for these dungeons.
Hey, Liam's about to find his... Okay, now, this is the moment of truth. He might leave when he finds the fire rod. Okay, he's not taking that risk. I've seen it before.
That's also risky. I mean, he didn't leave the 2 chests in the left side behind. I have my doubt that he will leave 2 chests here behind, at the end of swamp behind.
I've seen it before. I've seen this horror story before where somebody leaves. But it looks like we're good here. We're not going to have that happen. So Liam's gonna get through his boss and then have the holy domo drop from the sky.
Yep. I still can't believe after all these things that he gave us, he just gave the balls right here.
Yeah, right? Like after all the toil and trouble, it's just like, here's the mirror, you don't have to go any further in TR, and then here's the fire rod, and there you go. Good day. And there's the bow mode from the sky.
Yep. Looking at timer, it looks like Freddeh has about a 5-minute lead going to go mode. It's all execution from now. And
that's
GT
not that's not insurmountable. Like honestly, it really isn't. That's not me trying to pander. That is a fact.
Yep.
interestingly not walk into pod. Let's see if you do Starwoods first. Understandable, actually.
Yep, but going to miss off on the half magic.
Yeah, actually, oh, that's really unfortunate for him. But he's got tempered. It's not a hard fight with tempered. Just 4 slashes, and you're a go.
And with half magic being where it was, he's not going to miss it for Ganon fight.
If he finds boots, that's good.
So do you still do pet check while you're here for that 1 in 22 troll?
No, I wouldn't waste the time. I don't think. I don't think I'd spend that time. You could, though. You could. That would be nuts if the seed just took a 180 and something was on ped. If I felt behind, I might.
Yep, the usual 5-rock strat. So clean.
Very quick fight from Liam. And another fairy. That's not unhelpful. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
So Freddeh's entering the monster fight, his 7th crystal fight, which will do something as in tradition here. Mind explain why I do that?
Okay, now Liam's just saving quick. Go to Eastern. Again, he would have been a little bit faster walking wise if he had. Yeah, I got a little worried there. I was like,
So that's his 7th crystal. We're going to Gen's Tower. Where do you think the big key was?
Always 22. It's the fairest one. It's the fairest one, and we get to see the whole tower.
Yeah, until someone did the gimbal. So I'm feeling 14 today, so I'm going to say 14.
Yeah, this is really going to come down to execution plus routing in GT. I've seen crazier things happen. A death on Adrenum is probably the biggest time loss you can suffer in the tower. That is roughly 5 minutes lost. Roughly. Possibly more if you become flustered and the refights are slower in your second attempts. You're also going to be... the only upside is that you're usually full on magic going back up the tower the second time because you filled up on Adrenum just before Adrenum. So, not too much can happen here, but you can see it. Then there's obviously also the torch. Neither runner checked ped though, to see if the boots were there. So that's out. It's a very small chance. The boots are most likely in Turtle Rock, or sorry, in GT, just statistically.
Yep. And there are right next to Turtle Rock. If it's not in here, you can just dip right back to Turtle Rock for a quick check. Well, not quick, but a check.
Mm-hmm.
So do you go left first for a peace of mind here?
I go right first to deny reality.
I mean, in this situation, I do Dark Magician just for that peace of mind.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's I'm not sure if that's pessimism or what, but for
I'm
me,
just...
oh, there's the flute. So the flute, ironically enough, is what opens up Ped. We did need that flute, because of Meyer. So here's the moment of truth. The boots could also be in Meyer or somewhere else. It's a small piece, so no, it's not required. There we go.
Yep.
It's just a straight play now.
Yeah, we're in go mode. Well, on this list, they somehow waste a lot of keys. But I think they're good if they don't open a middle door.
Oh wow, yeah, you took technically run out of keys. Oh no.
Very uncommon scenario though. That's 8. I feel like I just don't see BK in that chest open.
Okay. So the execution up the gauntlet, or up the tower, is the most important part, honestly. Also, it's weird to not see somebody dash in that room, I'll be honest.
Well, they could dash if they can't.
Okay, and Liam now just has one more dungeon to do.
Yep. A fast run through the Eastern Palace. Wow, let's snipe. While a death up here would be really painful, they do have 2 very similar bottle, so I think they'll be surviving this. Oh yeah, this part between the Samaria and Toshio suddenly becomes not trivial with all the boots.
Very good movement from Freddeh in this room.
The fireball's still here. He didn't despawn GT.
Oh, almost getting knocked down by Moldarm there.
Yep.
But gets through it just fine.
Final chat, 50 rupees. So 3 heart, I got 2. Hope he doesn't. Oh, this room
Oh
first.
right, oh right, this room bootsless. No, these guys are the worst. I haven't seen bootsless seed in like a true bootsless seed in so long. This is weird. I wonder if it's actually on pedestal. That would still be hilarious. Does it might logically be required? Question mark? I don't know how the logic in GT technically works. So
down to half a heart, still have fairy, and this is going out very well for a double or triple.
that was a really good adjunct fight.
For the final showdown against Dr. Wood Gannon. What exactly is that Trident's hitbox?
The Trident's hitbox is large. That's what it is. You can actually, it's large enough that you can tink on it. You'll see that when people use, when really good runners will one cycle him by spinning and basically using, like, spinning into Ganon, into the Trident, back into Ganon, and then into the Trident, but it will knock them into safety. So that's the fast way to do this fight. You'll see it from the top runners.
Yep.
Like any of the really top NMG runners will pull that off. I'm actually surprised also that Freddeh didn't do this. Oh man, you know what I just realized? That half match would have been really nice if one of them had used the potion to get to sequence spray. Oh. Sorry, that was an aside.
Get him, please.
Liam in the Stalfos room.
Torch good.
Freddeh, looks like Freddie's got this handle.
Yep, looks like it.
Oh, gets a silverless slash in there for good measure.
Yep. So Ganon's down, ends with the 3 hearts he started.
Playing climbing up the tower now. And here is our winner today, Freddeh, with the time of 1:51.06.
Hi guys. I feel like this should have been a close race because, yeah,
It is.
It is.
It looks like it's about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, jeez. That is pretty close.
Your sequence break puts you pretty far ahead.
Did
honestly.
that actual
It's like-
sequence break to Death Mountain?
Yeah,
the
you're
one
good.
Death Mountain?
Yeah. That
I
one
realized
actually
that
did
put
pay
me
off.
far ahead.
Our winner today, Freddie, at the time of 1:51:06.
I heard
Everyone
echo.
quiet. Freddie, mute your audio. Okay, we're good now. So yeah,
Okay.
no, it did. Yeah, it actually did. Just let you rub there. The bigger one was that he didn't seem to talk about dark rooms. Well, actually, he did dark maze. So I'm not sure. And he missed the torch the first time. He died to blind twice.
Yeah, I
So
think
that
that's
was a big one.
yeah.
That'll do. I'll do it for sure. Yeah, I felt my execution was most okay that one, but jeez, that routing was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous seed for routing in general, but the thing that annoys me the most about that seed, to be honest, is that I was planning on going into Turtle Rock my second time up there after I got Moon Pearl and
mitts?
stuff. The mitts, but I just completely
Yeah,
messed up and
Moon Pearl.
forgot that I don't have mirror and can't switch to the bottom and then go up and do Turtle Rock. So yeah, that was... And then I'm like, well, I don't want to go back up just for one chest, maybe 2. And yeah. Then of course it was the mirror that was required to get the other 2 items I was looking for an hour.
Yeah, you guys look for the fire rod and bow for quite a while. Both.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, I was thinking about it because you wouldn't usually do Turtle Rock even if you waited to do Death Mountain, honestly. Because of where everything was kind of at. Wasn't Quake somewhere in Dark World somewhere too? I forget where exactly, but...
Sorry?
Huh? Where was Quake?
Huh?
Do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember either. I think it was early. You both had it.
Yeah, all the medallions were really early, so... Bombos was the most out of sequence 1 in the EP big chest.
Yeah.
Ice Palace was kind of out of logic for a while, though. I found the lamp, I'm like, okay, now it's in logic, I'll just go do it. I mean, honestly, I don't think even getting the mirror earlier would have saved me that much time. Purely because I would have checked probably everything I checked before doing Swamp, except with the exception of probably Pod. So that was probably the main time loss I got from that, but it was still kind of frustrating that the item was in Turtle Rock when I had full intentions of going in. It was just a mirror shield on pedestal. I was half expecting bow on pedestal by the time I got halfway through, or we got the fire rod out of the swamp.
Yeah, we're talking about that as well.
Using the cape to get through that mini Helmasaur room?
So how surprised are you when the Argus dropped the bow, sending right into go mode?
I wasn't expecting bow to drop off of him, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was... I got pretty excited. That was pretty weird.
I'm like, this game's gonna keep going, isn't it? Okay, get fired out of here. That's when I go in straight to,
When you found that
Skullwood and
flute-
Chicken Pedestal.
When you found that flute, did you think it was gonna suddenly turn into Boots on Pedestal?
I was thinking, I'm like, immediately, I mean, I had to go that way anyway, but I was immediately like, okay, well, I'm gonna go check and see what's on the thing, make sure I don't actually need the boots.
Yeah.
Then I saw like a yellow thing, I'm like, no, oh, okay, it's a small key. Could have been a trollier grin and sour much for sure.
So Liam is doing his kind of fight now. Still has his spirit, so he's going to be fine.
And we're seeing him get through. He's on phase 2 now. Gonna do a few slashes there.
Yep. With Cape and half magic, second phase is safer. It's on to phase 3. So Freddeh, you are now 2-1. How do you feel about your record so far?
I mean, it's still early on. It could go either way. I'm gonna start playing tougher and tougher people, I'm sure. And I just don't have the time to practice as much as I would like, so... You know, I'm feeling comfortable enough. Glad that I'm at least put myself in a decent position so far.
Yeah, 2-1 is going to give you a reasonable chance of success. Well, I think that almost anybody who races regularly will make it through the brackets. I don't think that there's much more than 100 very regular runners.
Yeah.
And with that, Leon just finished up Ganon.
With a time of 1:58.28 on the stream.
And he's in here with us. Hello, Liam. GG.
Thank you.
GG. That was a seed.
Yeah, GG, man. That was definitely something.
Was your pretty much last option the mirror in Turtle Rock as well?
Yep.
Yeah. I really didn't want to go to Pod, but when my choices came down to Pod, or I think I had Ether Tablet as well as Turtle Rock up there, I'm like, fine, I'll dip Pod.
If Mushroom led to something, that would have been Liam's game by a significant amount. Like if
Yeah,
the mirror
definitely.
was on Mushroom in this case, oh boy.
Yeah, after those deaths to blind early, I felt so behind because I didn't want to sequence break Death Mountain. I normally don't unless I need to avoid Aga. And then when I finally came back to blind and saw that it had the lamp, which put Death Mountain in logic, I felt so behind.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I mean the feeling was actually somewhat correct. The sequence break saved Freddeh a lot of time on routing. Like for example, having the Titan's Mitts alone saves time. Lets you make a few shortcuts and route in things a little bit better.
And I felt behind because literally I did the sequence break and everything. Did all of Hera. I even did Aghanim before I went to Zora. So I will always sequence break Death Mountain before checking Zora and Aghanim, honestly, because half the time it's just going to be Lamp anyway. And then Moon Pearl will be up there, save some time, but. So I felt a little behind. I don't think I got Moon Pearl till 35 minutes in. And then, yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely something after that. It was unfortunate because I was like, man, once you die to blind once and then you're at the bottom of the room and out of magic, and I just ended up leaving at that point.
Yeah, it's tough to come back from that. I was fortunate by the time I went there. I wasn't really worried at all. I think I was at 12 hearts or something by the time I got there. There was a lot of hearts.
Yeah, also you had more magic. Just a lot.
But magic wasn't even really needed at that point. Just because you're sitting on 10, 11 hearts already. Even if I have a bad fight, it's... I think I had blue mail too, or maybe I have red mail by then. I forget. I think blue mail. Yeah, just the way I routed it. I got lots of defense, lots of hearts from Death Mountain and South Dark World. Yeah, getting the really tight units was really the only big thing. I can't get Samaria technically, but my biggest mistake was I was actually planning on going up to the into Dip Turtle Rock because I had done original or Light World Death Mountain, and then had to go back for Dark World Death Mountain after getting the Moon Pearl and Lamp and stuff. And I forgot that I didn't have Mirror, so I couldn't get up to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and I was really trying to avoid that Turtle Rock. I was like, man, we have everything to get in it. Hopefully he does, and there's nothing. But
Yeah,
I guess that got us both.
I got us both. And that's what I was hoping at that monk. So I'm like, this is the last thing. I sure hope my opponent did the same thing I did. Or just put it off, because it's a thing you would put off at that point. But yeah, I literally checked everything else I could up to that point. Like, full cleared Overworld, except for, I think, Graveyard Ledge. And then the Flute, obviously, stuff, but...
Same here.
Like, I even ran down to, like, Desert and did that. Ran over to Pod for nothing. Such an ugly, ugly seed.
Yeah, and after I had died to blind, I ended up walking all the way around to Pod, finding nothing, and then going back to get my lamp.
Yeah, you're just sitting there with you have to go to Pod with no flute, no mirror, no boots, no bow. It's like, I don't really want to do this, but I also really don't want to go up to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked out. I mean, the race wasn't that far apart. Neither of you are eliminated because of this run, so that's always good.
Yeah, I guess I'm on the bubble now.
Yeah, it's 2 losses, right? Is the cutoff?
Yeah, two losses with some 3s getting through. But for those of you who are interested, or maybe X2 and thinking, oh man, I have a chance if I lose a 3rd time, if enough people drop or weird circumstances happen. Only if you won like your first 4 games, really. Only those people have a shot, just because of the way that the scoring works. You have to
be
go
based off the strength of the opponent, right?
Yeah, you pretty much have to go 4-0, or lose to the 3 best players, or your first loss would have to, your first and second losses would have to be against really strong opponents. But really, only people who start 4-0 will have a shot, just the way that the system works. But with that, there are a lot of races today. 7 p.m. which is now. You have like 8 choices right now. So have fun. Again, those are across all 6 speed gaming channels and the 4 ALTTPR channels. Yeah, that's all there really is about this seed. This seed was kind of self-explanatory when you watched it. It was a good race, though. Interesting routing required.
Interesting's definitely one word for it.
Yep.
Yeah. GG's.
GG to you, man. Good race.
You too.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
See you next race.